If you have a mortgage renewal in the next 24 months, your payment is about to go up. But a lot of Canadians are unaware of a few potential strategies you could use to save thousands of dollars. And I want the viewers of this channel to avoid any unnecessary financial strain. Failing to take the right steps with your mortgage renewal could lead to two things: higher monthly payments or potentially longer debt repayment periods that could strain your financial future for years to come. My name's Tom Storey. I'm a real estate agent here in the city of Toronto, so I am not a mortgage broker. So definitely go to your mortgage broker for specific questions on what we're going to talk about in today's video. But I'm going to give you 4 pieces of advice that you need to know going into a mortgage renewal in Canada. If you learn anything new in today's video, all I ask is like this video, subscribe to the channel. If you know anybody else in your network that's going through this right now, share this video with them if you want to save them some money. I'm not going to talk about fixed rates versus variable rates in this video. It's well documented on the weekly podcast that we do that I don't always make the right choices on that side of things. But I do know that there are 4 things that you would need to know going through the situation that could save you a ton of money. If you have a mortgage renewal coming up, you're probably initially stress tested at 5.25%. And that's maybe the good news in all of this happening, is that you were stressed at a higher rate, even if the rate you got a few years ago was 2%. But even though the inflation numbers are coming down and Bank of Canada has cut twice now, getting the overnight rate to 4.5, it's still way more expensive. Like, groceries are more expensive, gas is more expensive, cost of living is more expensive than it was when you got that mortgage. My first piece of advice is do not accept the first rate that they send you. When your bank reaches out to you, letting you know your mortgage renewal is coming up, they are going to send you a rate. And a lot of people just say, okay, that's the rate, I'll take it, and they move on. Most people are unaware that you can negotiate that rate. Never, ever accept the first rate that they send you. This doesn't guarantee that you're going to get a better rate by trying to negotiate, but like, have the conversation. What do you have to lose by asking them if there's better rates available? Second piece of advice that you need to know with a mortgage renewal is you can change to a different lender. Now, something to keep in mind if you're going to be changing lenders is you do have to re-qualify and re-stress test for that mortgage as the rules are currently put in place. So if you're staying at the current lender that you're at, and let's say your financial or job situation change and you're worried about that, you don't have to re-qualify under them. But if you are looking for a better overall rate or product for whatever reason, you can change lenders as that mortgage renewal comes up, but you do have to re-qualify. Suggestion number 3 is lump sum payments on renewal. Only 2% of Canadians actually take advantage of this. And I recognize not everyone is in this position, but if you have a 2% interest rate that's about to become 5% on or before that renewal date, look at your opportunities to make a lump sum payment. That could bring down the amortization on your mortgage by like 10 years, depending on how much money you put down. And the overall interest you pay over the life of the mortgage significantly comes down as that lump sum is going to principal. My final suggestion is the most important. This is for the group of people that are very, very worried about their payment going up and not knowing if they're going to be able to handle that new payment. And I want to put a big asterisk with the advice that I'm giving here, okay? This is only going to make sense for some people. Now, let's say you took a mortgage when you originally got that mortgage, you had a 25-year amortization term and a 5-year rate term. That means that you would have 20 years left on the life of your mortgage at this renewal period. Most of the time, not always, but most of the time, these banks will very, very happily extend that amortization back to the beginning of the mortgage. If you had a 30-year mortgage, they'll push that far. If you had a 25-year mortgage and you've got 20 years left, they will push it back to 25 years. And for you as the borrower of this money, this will help in the short term, right? It will make those monthly payments not go up as much as they would if the amortization stayed shorter. But let's make this very clear. The bank is not your friend. They are a for-profit business. I have very friendly relationships with people that work at the bank, but let's just call it what it is. They are an organization that is there to make money. Why are they offering to extend it back? Well, because it adds more interest to your mortgage. That is how they make money. They will happily do it. So some people might be renewing and extending back to the beginning without really understanding what they're doing and looking at the term of the mortgage. How much more money you could actually be spending over that period of time might be significant. And there could be some people that just for the next 2-3 years, they need that help in monthly payment just to get by. And they're okay with paying more interest over the life of the mortgage because it helps them right now. I don't think I should be the one telling you if this is the right right or wrong choice for you. All I want you to know is that it does exist. Quick recap of what we talked about. Never accept the first rate that they send you. Try to negotiate with them. You can change banks if you're looking to get a lower rate elsewhere, but you do have to requalify. Consider making a lump sum payment at renewal that will bring down the overall amortization of the mortgage and the interest that you pay over time. And you do have the option to extend the amortization back to bring down those monthly payments, but over the life of that mortgage, you will pay more interest. Knowing these 4 things will help you at least make the decision that makes the most amount of sense for your financial situation. My name is Tom Storey. Make sure to check out the other videos that we have on our channel that are educational, that walk you through different buying and selling processes. Thank you for watching, and remember, home is where your story begins.